The stars were silent, just how the Zephyrians preferred it. For 5,000 years, they had ruled 12 star systems unchallenged, believing they were the galaxy's only intelligent beings. Tall and crystalline, they lived in perfect cities, guided by priests who taught that solitude made them sacred. On the bridge of the eternal dawn, Commander Velter stared into the quiet void. Nothing ever happened out here. "Sir," said Officer Kezra, her crystal skin flickering, "I'm detecting strange energy from a distant system, Sol. One planet shows signs of life." Primitive Velter replied without interest. "Log it and move on." But 67 light-years away, on Earth, something extraordinary had begun. Humanity had launched its first faster-than-light probe. Inside was a golden disk, images, voices, math, and a message of peace. "This is it," said Dr. Richard Hayes in Mission Control. "Today, humanity says hello to the universe." President Lisa Carter, watching from the White House, called it a historic moment. People worldwide shared the excitement, imagining friendships with alien civilizations. But the probe did more than send greetings. It broadcast Earth's exact location and technological status. To any watchers, it was a beacon. 6 months passed. Silently, the probe drifted through space, broadcasting Earth's message. Back home, Dr. Richard Hayes and his team waited, monitoring powerful radio telescopes. Then, on a quiet Tuesday, everything changed. "Dr. Hayes, you need to see this," called Amy Walsh, eyes wide. The screen displayed something impossibly, an artificial signal from space. It was structured, intelligent, and clear proof someone had answered. "I've checked it 20 times, Amy said. "It's real." The news spread fast. Humanity was not alone. The signal was complex, full of patterns that hinted at advanced minds. Excitement swept the globe as scientists, leaders, and religious figures scrambled to interpret the message. Meanwhile, on the Zephyrian homeworld, Commander Velter presented the signal to the Imperial Council. Fear rippled through the crystal-skinned elites. "This can't be true," said High Chancellor Morax. "We've ruled an empty galaxy for millennia." Yet the signal was undeniable. The humans weren't primitive. They were advancing fast. How? Long until they reached the stars? Asked War Minister Kolseth. 50 to 100 years, came the answer. Silence followed. Then Morax declared, they must be destroyed before they leave their system. Admiral Corvith was tasked with leading the Purification Fleet 12, colossal warships, armed with planet-cracking weapons toward Earth. Fear had made them cruel. Rephrase above text, and don't expand. Make it shorter than given the Zephyrian dreadnoughts. Massive warships the size of cities entered Earth's space-ins, stoppable and silent. "This must be wrong," said LT Mary Walsh. "But it WASN, single quotes, T. Commander." Jake Morrison sent a universal message of peace. The response, antimatter torpedoes. Unity Station was vaporized. 200 lives lost instantly. On Earth, President Lisa Carter was rushed to a bunker. "Are we under attack?" she asked. "Yes," General Patricia Lee confirmed. "They're not conquering, they're exterminating." Human defenses were useless. Zephyrian shields shrugged off Earth's strongest weapons. Fighter jets were destroyed before they could fire. Cities vanished. Los Angeles, New York, London, Tokyo Wall, erased in hours. Over 2 billion dead in the first wave. As the world burned, Dr. Richard Hayes activated a backup beacon. "This is Dr. Hayes. We tried peace." They responded with genocide. He uploaded data on human history, culture, and Zephyrian tech, then launched the beacon just before his lab collapsed, humanity's final voice escaping extinction. Admiral Corveth, watching Earth's annihilation, reported, "No survivors." He was wrong. The beacon, no bigger than a briefcase, survived drifting into space, endlessly repeating Earth's last message, a silent witness to humanity's end. 3 years later, it still called into the void, and someone was finally listening. Lisa Chen was likely the loneliest person in the galaxy. When Earth was destroyed, she was leading a mining survey in Alpha Centauri. Her ship, Far Horizon, carried 37 survivors, engineers, miners, and scientists, now possibly the last humans alive. 3 silent years passed until one day, a signal came through. Dr. Hayes' final message, looping from a distant beacon. Lisa ordered the crew to trace it. Despite their failing ship and dwindling supplies, they made the 2-week journey to retrieve it. The beacon held more than a farewell. It included sensor data, scans of Zephyrian warships, and coordinates of the Empire responsible for Earth's annihilation. "We can't fight them," said Mike. "We don't need to," Lisa replied. "We'll make them remember us." Her plan: sneak into Zephyrian space and broadcast humanity's story across their networks. It was a suicide mission, but the crew voted yes. They were all in. Over months, Far Horizon was stripped down and rebuilt. They created stealth systems and a powerful transmitter. It became humanity's last weapon, not of war, but truth. Now approaching Zephyr Prime, Lisa watched its shimmering crystal cities. "How long till broadcast?" she asked. 10 minutes, came the reply. They would only get one shot before Zephyrian forces arrived. Lisa took a deep breath. "Let's make it count." "Prepare for transmission," Lisa ordered. Dr. Amy Walsh finalized the signal, loaded with Hayes' message, Earth's destruction, and testimonies from Far Horizons. "Crew, signal at maximum," she confirmed. "Begin," Lisa said. The broadcast hijacked every Zephyrian screen: news, entertainment, government feeds. Admiral Wheeler, dining with his family, froze as a human appeared. "We reached out in peace. You answered with genocide." Footage of Earth's fall, plates burning, families dying. Then came music, art, laughter, everything lost. Captain Lisa Chen's voice followed. "We lived just 67 light years away. We had dreams. You killed us for existing." Technical data confirmed Zephyrian responsibility. Across the Empire, silence fell. Then, outrage exploded. Protests erupted. Citizens demanded answers. High Chancellor Morax called it a preemptive defense, but no one listened. The lie had shattered. Fleet Admiral Velter, horrified, ordered Far Horizon destroyed. It lasted 43 seconds. Enough. The Empire crumbled. Other species, now aware of humanity's fate, questioned the Zephyrians' actions. Years later, explorers reached Earth's ruins, dead, but covered in monuments to a species that only wanted peace. Built by Zephyrian volunteers, crystal monuments told humanity's story in many languages, so it would never be forgotten. The largest stood where New York once was, reading. Here lived a species called humanity. They reached out in friendship. We answered with fear and murder. May their forgiveness be greater than our shame. Dr. Hayes' beacon was recovered and placed in the Galactic Museum of Lost Civilizations. Captain Lisa Chen and her crew were honored as heroes. Their sacrifice reshaped an empire of killers into one of peace. Children learned of the brave humans who died to stop genocide from hiding in silence. Humanity was gone, but their legacy lived. Every peaceful message sent after bore their mark. Their voices, sent into the void, became the conscience of a galaxy. Earth was lost, but its dream lived on.